Good evening, ladies. I'm sorry I've been ignoring you lately, but the paperwork has been piling up and I've been confined to the office.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised anyone would think we had no homes to go to the way we spend so much time in here.
Well, as long as you don't apply for overtime. Smith, I'm sorry I wasn't able to see you today. Could it wait until tomorrow?
Yeah, that's okay, Mrs. Davidson. It's nothing personal. I just wanted to know if we could start our play reading group again.
Well, I don't see why not. Of course, you realise Ken Pierce will not be able to be involved.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we can probably handle it ourselves this time anyway.
Well, I think it's a very good idea. I'll speak to Mrs. Powell in the morning.
Ta.
Good night, ladies.
Night. Night.
All right, what was all that about?
Culture. That's what. What do you reckon, Doc? Do you reckon it's a good idea?
Of course she does. We might even make her our leading lady.
I didn't know you typed.
I don't. Wish Julie'd hurry up and arrive. Me and typewriters don't get on at all.
Oh, well, you'll soon get the hang of it.
I doubt it. Going out tonight, are we?
Well, the day I can afford a suit like this, you'll know I've robbed the bank. Now it's Peterson's. She's going to court today, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Now, could you ask Julie to type those up, please, and I'll take these through to Peterson.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, shouldn't you be getting ready?
There's plenty of time.
Oh, I don't know. You got to impress that judge, you know. I reckon you put on some pale makeup and some mascara and smudge your eyes so you look as though you've been crying. And, of course, don't forget your hair. Nothing impresses a judge more than a sad
I'm perfectly healthy, and I'm not the crying type. And I'm certainly not going to engage in amateur theatricals for those cretins. Even they must see the evidence is perfectly clear. I'm innocent.
Really? I thought you said you lost your so-called witness.
Lost? What are you talking about?
I wouldn't sit around, Peterson. The court won't wait for you, you know. If you're back early, report to Mr. Faulkner for your work detail.
That'd be rather pointless. I won't be back.
Pardon?
Pardon me. You know, if they put Lizzie on bloody breakfast detail again, I'm going to complain to the management.
Yeah, well, at least Kate had the sense not to go.
Hey, where'd she get to, Jude?
I don't know. I left her in her cell. She said she didn't have the stomach to face another, culinary catastrophe.
Oh, culinary catastrophe. Now, you know, that's got class. I should pass it on to Lizzie.
Oh, she'd probably think it was a compliment.
So, Kate's up for a trial, huh? I wonder how she'll get on.
Well, according to her, she's going to get off scot-free. Apparently, the Crittens are going to let her go.
You're kidding. What about the murder sentence? I suppose she thinks the judge is going to give her a free pardon for that, too.
That's the whole point. I think the girl has gone loopy. She's totally forgotten about it. My God, she's going to cop another 5 years at least.
Maybe. But she'll never have to serve them.
What are you two up to?
You'll find out.
Yeah. And so will Kate.
Your name is Catherine Elaine Peterson?
That is correct.
Catherine Elaine Peterson, the Attorney General of Her Majesty the Queen, presents that between the 3rd of July 1979 and the 4th of May 1981, you obtained money by fraud from several medical insurance companies of this state by falsifying returns. Said money is to be in excess of $50,000. Catherine Elaine Peterson, how say you to this charge? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
The Attorney General of Her Majesty the Queen doth further present that on the 25th of September last, you conspired to pervert the course of justice by inducing a witness to commit perjury in the appeals court. Catherine Elaine Peterson, how say you to this charge? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
The Attorney General of Her Majesty the Queen doth further present that on the 29th of September last, you conspired with others to import prohibited drugs into Her Majesty's prison at Wentworth. Catherine Elaine Peterson, how say you to this charge? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Suppose you're looking forward to having the baby, eh?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I've read just about every book there is.
Books. A lot of good they'll do you.
No, I don't know. They seem to make sense.
Yeah? Do they tell you what to do when your old man shacks up with some scheming bitch while you're still stuck in the slammer?
Frank wouldn't do that. When We've been together 3 years now and he hasn't even looked at anyone else.
Well, lucky you. But you don't know what he's doing now, do you? I mean, he could be doing anything out there, having a ball. Who's to know? 3 years. George and I were together for 11 years, so don't be so bloody stupid.
Oh, come on, Hazel. You don't want to have the baby on the spot, do you?
We'll be better off if she did. Who wants to bring a kid into this stinking world?
Oh, now you're going too far. Don't worry, Elaine. She didn't really mean it.
She's right, though. Frank could be up to anything out there. Not just other women, but, well, anything. He gets these mad ideas sometimes.
They all do. You can't trust him an inch. Does he want to have the baby?
He says he does.
Of course he does.
Yeah. Well, you can't trust him. I knew a bloke once. Said he wanted to have a baby, and as soon as it came along, he just couldn't handle it. Walked out and his wife disappeared.
I couldn't stand it if Frank left me.
He's not going to leave you, Elaine. Hazel, will you shut up about it?
Well, it's best she be prepared, Dor. You should know that. Look at you and Kevin.
You leave Kevin out of this.
Why? You told me yourself how he went off his brain when he found out you were pregnant to another bloke.
Would you drop it, will you?
What's going on here? Well?
Nothing, Mrs. M.
You're just talking, that's all. I think you better come with me, Hazel.
I don't think it's a real good idea her being here, Mrs. Morris.
I realise that, Doreen. Hazel? I've spoken to Mrs. Davidson about you. We're going to move you to D block. There's a single cell there you can have. Yeah. Gotta keep me away from the others. I'm a bad influence. A counsellor will be around to see you soon. I'll be in my grave before that happens. Still, that's one place you won't be able to shift me from.
Why me?
Because I've got some side here. Come on, you've worked it before. What's the big deal?
Well, what about her?
Now look at me, Smith's top dog. She says you're on the press, you're on the press.
Just on the level.
For Christ's sake, Jude, I've got some sewing to do now. Will you get on the press?
Okay. I just feel that I'm missing out on something here. Of course, if you don't want to tell me, don't bother. Just kick me as I go by. You know, why should I care?
Judith!
I'm pressing.
Yeah, good.
Listen, what are you doing? Or is that classified information as well?
Good morning, ladies. Everybody happy?
Oh, ecstatic. Mr. Faulkner, can I see you outside for a minute, please? Oh, yeah, I know. I can't get my hands off him.
What's the big secret?
Oh, no secret. Just thought you might be able to help us.
I don't like the sound of this, but go on.
Remember that jumper that Sandy used to wear, the navy one?
What about it?
Any chance of getting a hold of it for us? Well, she's not going to be wearing it anymore, and it might come in useful for our play group. What do you say?
Is this on the level?
You could stand a 20-cent piece on it.
It'll be in the storeroom. I can't give you another prisoner's property.
Pity. Could come in very handy. I'll get it back to you on the slide. No questions asked.
See what I can do.
It hasn't been a pleasant experience, and I congratulate the jury on bringing in the only verdict possible.
Filthy common scum.
You have been found guilty on all charges, Peterson.
Don't you Peterson me, you pompous idiot. You will address me as Dr. Peterson.
Be quiet.
I am a respected member of this community. I demand to be treated as such.
If you don't stop, I'll hold you.
You have the nerve to call yourself a barrister. It's a sad day for society when you qualified.
Order.
How dare you sit in judgments? How dare you, you cretins?
Order. You enjoyed a privileged position in the community, and you abused it, thereby lowering the standard of all your colleagues. I consider you to be a totally unprincipled character who will do anything and hurt anyone who stands in the way of your petty greed.